Newt, I'm very glad you're with us this morning because your opinion on what's going on here is very much germane. At the end of this day, does anyone doubt that the FBI, Peter Strzok, protected Hillary Clinton and undermined President Trump deliberately? Is there any doubt after hearing what you've heard?
No, this whole thing is unbelievable. You have the FBI telling Strok not to answer legitimate congressional questions. I mean, if you ever want to see what the deep state looks like, this set of hearings is unbelievable. And he basically is being instructed to ignore the Congress of the United States and to keep secrets from the American people.
It's a circus. That's what it's become, a circus in which Peter Strzok is not answering germane questions.
Well, and look, if people have any doubt about how deeply the Democrats are committed to circling the wagons and blocking the investigation, they just had to watch the exchange between the chairman and the various Democrats. I mean, they're leading the cover-up. You have the chairman and others trying to get to the facts. You have the Democrats on the committee literally doing everything they can to be obstructive. It was, I thought, very remarkable.
This thing about subpoenaing Steve Bannon, that's a total red herring, isn't it?
Of course it is. But, I mean, so was appealing the ruling of the chair. So was raising a point of order. This was a group of guys who'd gotten together with their staff and said, how can we make it so painful for the chairman to continue that they'll just give up? And you're seeing the breakdown of the whole system. And you have to really ask yourself, I mean, is this the kind of America we want to become, where members of Congress believe it's their job to disrupt their own investigation in order to protect their political allies? And does it tell you how much the Democrats see Strok as a political ally for them?
How do you think the American people will see it, bearing in mind that this all has to be filtered through a media which is very hostile to President Trump? Are the American people going to get the true picture of what's just happened?
Oh, I think partly because you and others are showing it, and because the very nature of the disruption is so obvious that I think the average American is beginning to realize you have a Democratic Party out of control, dominated by its radical extremist wing. You have a desperate effort to cover up corruption. You have a FBI and a Justice Department that were amazingly sick. And I think all these things, we're going to keep learning more and more, because gradually, inch by inch, it's a little bit like pulling teeth, but they're going to gradually get to the facts. And the facts, obviously, are going to be devastating. Think how bad this has to be for the FBI to spend this much of its prestige trying to cover it up.
Do you believe that there was indeed a cabal active within the FBI and the Justice Department to protect Hillary Clinton and undermine President Trump?
Absolutely. I believe that there is a network of people at the very top who were, frankly, protecting the Democrats in the House in the Imran case involving a Pakistani information technician. I think they were protecting Hillary Clinton. I mean, I look at the guy who destroyed 13 mobile phones with a hammer, 13, and he gets immunity. I mean, if that isn't a sign that the fix is in, I don't know how you would describe it.
Where do we go from here? There's all this talk about subpoenaing somebody or extending the hearing, bringing him back again, putting him under contempt liability, criminally liable. Where do we go from here after this circus?
I think they have to move to hold him in contempt and to put him in jail. This is a person who is willfully standing up and refusing to appear as a congressional witness. He was a government employee at the time. He has every obligation to inform the legislative branch. And I don't think they have any choice except to move a motion of contempt, because he is fundamentally, and so is his girlfriend, they're both fundamentally in violation of the entire constitutional process.